everybody, welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jane Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm a certified dementia practitioner. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. It will mean so much to me and my team, and we really appreciate all your support. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to follow us on our Facebook, JustUprightTherapy.us, Instagram, as well as TikTok. We also have a website, JustUprightTherapy.com, in which I offer coaching program for foreign-trained physical therapists or new graduate on how to improve your clinical decision-making, documentation, as well as coaching for the other therapists if they want to do PRN job. Please check my book. All the links are down below. So I have book, the PT Path to US updated version. It is available now on Amazon.com. The link is down below. So the latest update about that is that the authorization to test, it's no longer 60 days. The eligibility date there is the date that you are going to take the examination. And I also have the book Practical Tips for Therapists Prior to Migrating or Starting Their US Practice, and that is just full of wisdom. And Just Upright Practical Tips to Improve Posture, Balance, and Decrease Fall Risk. All the links are down below. Thank you so much. So today we're going to discuss how to apply to Florida as physical therapist. I received an email asking me how to apply to Florida, and I also received some suggestion before from other viewers about application to Florida. So I went to Florida Board of Physical Therapy website and I studied how you're going to apply as a foreign trained therapist. Okay, so I will walk you step by step in the application process. Okay, so I hope that this will be helpful, and I hope that it will decrease your burden in applying here as physical therapist. Okay, so let's jump in. How to apply to Florida physical therapy. So click on this first link here. Okay, so it will take you to this page, and then you have to read here some information. Florida law provides that an initial application must be reviewed within 30 days. Listed below is the current average number of days at which staff are processing each application. So they are fast, 1 to 3 days. Okay, so here 2021 deadlines, that date and deadlines for PTs, it's not yet updated, as you can see. Okay, so this is 2022 dates and deadlines for PTAs. Choose whether you're applying by endorsement or by examination for foreign trained. For this presentation, we'll click on examination. Okay, so look at the requirements, click on the requirements. So as you can see, this application by exam is for applicants who have never passed the NPTE or applicants who pass NPTE within the 5 years immediately prior to the filing of application and do not hold an active license in another state, or applicants who passed NPTE more than 5 years ago but do not hold an active license in another state. Okay, so if you haven't been here in the US, you haven't taken the NPTE, this one is the one that applies to you. Okay, if you have passed NPTE, you must have your score report transferred from FSBPT, and you have to go to that website. Applicants must have graduated from school giving a course for physical therapist or PT assistant in foreign country and have educational credentials deemed equivalent to those required for educational preparation of physical therapists or assistants in this country as recognized by appropriate agency as identified by the board. Okay, so there's note here for PTA as well. So there are three credentialing agencies that Florida recognized. So you can have your credentialing under IERF, FCCPT, or ICD. Okay, the same as the CGFNS. Okay, for exam dates and deadlines, you have to visit the fsbpt.org And then applicants who have failed the NPTE 3 times must complete remediation training. Applicants who have completed these additional requirements may take the examination 2 more occasions. So there is note if you have criminal history here. Okay, there is note for disciplinary history. There's note for health history, and for healthcare fraud, disqualification for licensure, certification, or registration. Click whatever applies to you, if any. Okay, so next you can click the process. Applicants must contact the desired credentialing agency. So guys, you cannot really take any NPTE. Someone asked me before if they can take NPTE without credentialing and TOEFL. It's impossible for you to take any NPTE without credentialing. Okay, so credentialing is one of the vital requirements before you can take any NPTE. So credentialing must be done first, and then the result will be directed to the State Board of Florida. Okay, complete the online Florida licensure application. Applicants must register with FSBPT for NPTE and Florida laws and rules. If applicants have any affirmative answer in the criminal personal disciplinary section of application, submission of personal statement and supporting documentation can be mailed or faxed to our board office. Okay, applications are reviewed within 15 days of receipt. Applicants will receive status updates by email and mail, and can also check application status on our website. Once approval for testing, applicants will be emailed the authorization to test from FSBPT, and this will give you instruction on how to schedule your examination. Applicants who do not successfully pass their examination will have to submit a re-examination application and re-register with FSBPT. So this means additional payment if you did not pass your exam. Okay, the board office must receive the completed application by FSBPT's registration deadline of desired exam date. NPTE scores are received 7 days after administration and are processed within 4 days. Okay, so the fees are here. So $180, that is the application and licensing fee to the Florida Board of Physical Therapy. So that is for the Board of Florida. A separate payment for FSBPT for the exam registration for NPTE, $485, $65 for Florida laws and rules exam. Okay, application fees to Prometric. So this is another fee. It's about more than $100 for Prometric for you to actually use the facility, the computer, to take the exam. And if you need to retake the NPTE, it's $100 re-application. Okay, no fee for laws and rules retake application. This application can be faxed or emailed. Okay, statutes and rules. So if you want to read on this, just hit this link here. After doing this and reviewing the requirements, the process, and the fees, what you can do is apply online. So after you read those information, it will take you to this page. Click on create new applicant account. Okay, so here you have to complete the first name, the last name, your email information, make a username, okay, or user ID, hit on secret question, then secret answer, email communication, yes or no. It will be good to have an email communication so that you will be updated about the progress of your application. Click on I'm not a robot, then click next. So after you hit that, they will send you email to the email address that you indicated, and that will look like this. The inside of the email will look like this, and then it has your username and temporary password. Okay, so once you click this link, it will prompt you to make a new password. Okay, So after making the new password, it will take you to this page again, and I was confused when I did it the first time where to go. Okay, so once it take you back to this page, you have to click on returning applicant login, supply your username and your password. Okay, and then it will take you to your dashboard. Okay, so when you go to your dashboard, this is where you're going to start your application. Okay, so or if you save it before, you can resume. So for the profession, physical therapy, search for physical therapy, drop box here, search for physical therapist. And then here you can choose whatever service you need. Are you applying as a physical therapist to Florida by endorsement? Meaning you have a license in other state and you want to transfer that license to Florida. And then physical therapist application by exam, meaning you have to take the NPTE. You haven't taken the NPTE yet, so that is by exam. Or you took the NPTE before but you failed and you have to take the NPTE again, so that is re-examination. Okay, so for this presentation, we're going to choose by exam. Okay, so after you completed that portion, there is a section here where you can put additional information or activities like authorized representative. If you have an agency or employer who will follow up your application for you, you can indicate that. If you have license, you can add your license here or previous application here. View exam results after you take your board exam. You can click here to see the exam result. Emergency disaster volunteer. If you want to volunteer in case of a disaster, you can indicate that here. Licensure documents, you just click here what type of license do you have and supply the information. So after you're done with that, it will take you to this following page, the introduction. Okay, so please read this carefully. Okay, for foreign trained, this is your concern here for foreign trained therapists. So it just says that you must complete a credential evaluation, even if you finish a transitional doctorate of physical therapy program from a US school. So it doesn't exempt you from credentialing. Okay. And then if you want to withdraw, there is a note that for that too. After you're done reading this thoroughly, hit next. And then it will take you to this one. These are series of questions. If you're a military veteran, answer yes or no. If you have military veteran spouse, waiver, yes or no. And then it will take you to the name and personal details. So you have to supplement your first name, your last name, and they're asking for social security number. But there's a note. Social security number is required for license approval. If you do not enter a social security, you must submit the information later to the board office. So as soon as you get your social security number, okay, you have to give it or submit it to the Florida Board of Physical Therapy. Okay, so you put the date of birth, gender, and race. So with social security, it doesn't mean that you cannot take the NPTE without social security number. Unlike California, you cannot apply to California without social security number. With Florida, you can still apply to be licensed in Florida, but they will not release your license or they will not approve your license without the social security number. So that is why you have to submit the social security number as soon as you get it when you get here to the US. Okay, so for mailing address, guys, when I try to do it, I fill out the information at the top, and then when I get to the zip code, it says zip code cannot be found. Okay, so the tip for you is this: you start here, state. When you click the drop down box here, you choose out of state. Okay, so and then for county, hit foreign, and then fill out the information at the top so that there will be no error. Okay, so after you fill out the information here, your mailing address, make sure it is correct, phone number and email address, Go down here for physical location. If it is the same information as here, you just hit the drop down box here and then hit mailing address and then copy. So whatever you put up here will go down here automatically, and then hit next. Okay, educational history. So this is for new graduate notes. This is for graduate from outside the US or for foreign trained therapists. Okay, so it just reiterate here that you have to have a credentialing. You cannot take NPTE without credentialing. Someone asked me before if they can skip credentialing and TOEFL and take the NPTE. It is not possible for you to take NPTE without being credentialed. Okay, and then here are the credentialing agencies that Florida accepts. Okay, so FCCPT, IERF, and ICD. Okay, next, below that, you have to indicate your school. So when you click here at name of school, you have to choose other, especially if it is outside the US, because the schools here are in the US. Okay, so other, and then for the state, again, indicate foreign school or program, and then indicate your country, the zip code of your school, what was the name on the diploma when you earned your degree here, what was your name, major, degree awarded, and graduation date. Okay, and then hit next once you completed this part. Okay, examination history. Have you taken NPTE? Yes or no. So if you indicate yes, you have to provide the information for each jurisdiction or state in which the examination was taken. Okay, if no, then it instructs you to go to FSBPT to register for the examination. Okay, and then hit next once you get done. The next page is special testing accommodations. So it has a question, do you require special testing accommodation? Hit yes or no, whichever applies to you. Then hit next. Other state licenses. So if you have license here in the US or license in your own country, okay, yes or no. And then add information here of the other state licenses. Okay, so license in the US. So hit next. Previous application, have you applied to Florida before? Yes or no. If you have applied to Florida and you hit yes, so this will pop out. Okay, and it will ask you what date you applied in Florida and did you apply by examination or by endorsement. So after you get done with that, hit next. It will take you here to physical and mental disorder questions and substance related disorders. So this is just for presentation that I click this no, but you have to answer this honestly depending on your own situation or experience. Okay, after you read this thoroughly and answered them completely, hit next. It will take you to criminal history, yes or no. Disciplinary action, yes or no. Discipline history notified, yes or no. Malpractice, yes or no. Discipline history employment, yes or no. Crimes related to practice, yes or no. And then these are questions about criminal and Medicaid, Medicare fraud questions. Answer them honestly. Answer yes or no. Okay, if you have supporting document, then you have to submit it to the board if you answer yes to any of these questions. Okay, then next, availability for disaster. Do you want to volunteer in times of need? Yes or no. And then next, have you registered to NPTE already? Yes or no. Okay, and then hit next. Okay, for attachments, if you answer yes to any of the questions below, then you have to submit the supporting document. So you can see here at the bottom of this page, choose a file and you can make a note. Okay, so whatever you said yes, or if you want to attach the license to, you can do it here. And once you get done, hit next. This page is just the application summary, so you will just see everything that you have answered before, all those questions, review them, and if you need to edit, you can hit edit here and change your answer or add additional information, okay? And then this is attestation. Read it carefully, thoroughly, make sure you understand it before you answer yes or no, and then hit continue. Finally, it will take you to this last page, okay? So the fee, the overall fee for Florida Board of Physical Therapy is $180, okay? So again, that is a separate fee from NPTE registration or FSBPT, separate fee for law examination, and separate fee for prometric, okay? So there are so many fees to take a board examination, okay? So you can view the summary report and make sure if you're ready to apply, okay, then hit pay now, because they will not do anything with your application until you pay them. So there you have it. I hope that was helpful. I hope that that will guide you as you process your application to state of Florida to be a licensed physical therapist. Please share this video to your sphere of influence, to your classmates, to your colleagues, to anyone you know who will benefit from it. We really appreciate your love and support. Until the next video, stay blessed.